Kevin Holland does not come through for us last week for the dog of the night prediction, as Jack Della Maddalena outstrikes him, outvolumes him, makes it look better for the judges, and gets his hand raised by decision. But thankfully, the regional scene did the work for us. Austin Ross comes through as a plus 170 dog on the LFA scene, while on the contender series, Mr. Daniel James Allen comes through as a plus 265 underdog, and we get back right into the green for the dog of the night predictions. That now brings our record to 44-61 for 2023 for a plus 5.03 units and 5% ROI. I'm quite happy with that, but want to get to the 10 and 20 unit mark before the end of the year. Let's see if we can start stringing some of these dogs together. Just a quick plug for the MMA Fight Archive. We got over 2,300 fighter profiles on there right now, spanning from the UFC to KSW to ACA to LFA, Cage Warriors, Fury FC, CFFC, Contender Series. We got you all covered. There's a reason over 60 subscribers have jumped onto this service, because they know they will leave no stone unturned with the amount of fight links and past fights that are available for all the competitors on these upcoming events. Check out why top analysts, cappers, coaches, and fighters use this service to ensure they are more than prepared for the upcoming matchups that they have to analyze and break down and predict. 7-day free trial available. Check the link in the description below. Now let's get right into the top 3 dog of the night candidates that I have for UFC Vegas 79. First one that I have for you guys is Ricardo Ramos at plus 120. He takes on Charles Jourdain here, and in my opinion, has a decided grappling advantage in this matchup. Whenever he secures more than 2 takedowns in his fights, he more often than not gets his hand raised in his fights. And I'm expecting him to do the same thing here against Charles Jourdain. Now, Jourdain, I understand why he's the favorite, considering that he could have the power and striking advantage in this matchup in his ability to get to the chin of Ramos, but I think that Ramos is well versed enough in the striking realm to stay safe and eventually disguise some takedowns behind his striking so he can get this fight to the ground and utilize his BJJ black belt to either submit or control Jourdain long enough to get his hand raised by decision. At plus 120, I'm on board. I know the durability issues on Ramos' end, but I think if he's able to stay conscious, he wins this fight more often than not. Plus 120, sign me up. Second dog of the night candidate that I have for you guys is Dan Ige in the co-main event at plus 170. I feel like he has a decent enough takedown game, and even his BJJ black belt should help him keep this fight upright, where he has a decided striking advantage over Bryce Mitchell. I expect him to utilize his crisp boxing combinations to hurt Mitchell over and over again, and even if this fight ends up going to a decision, I feel his more damage-based approach is going to outweigh any of the control that Bryce Mitchell is able to accrue. Obviously, if Bryce is able to get over 8 minutes or 9 minutes of control time, it's going to get a little bit sticky. But I think that Dan Ige is the one that's more honed in on dishing out damage rather than a guy in Bryce Mitchell who's looking to go out there and control a guy like Ige. Ige is a solid BJJ black belt, and even though he doesn't showcase it offensively more often than not, because he likes to box and try to knock his opponents out, I think we'll see it on display this weekend with some of his defensive work so that he can get the fight back into the striking realm and showcase his advantage over Bryce Mitchell, maybe knocking him out, but more than likely winning this fight just based off of damage. So at plus 170, sign me up. And the final dog of the night candidate that I have for you guys here is going to be Mateusz Gamrot coming in at plus 130. The first 2 rounds are going to be a little bit tough with Fiziev having a solid striking advantage over Gamrot, but Gamrot is the one with more 5-round experience, has showcased that he can go deep into fights and pull off wins just as he did against Arman Sarukian, and his grappling style is very relentless that he'll keep on his takedowns even if he ends up missing them against Fiziev, who has a 90% takedown defense rate. But as we've seen late in Fiziev fights, he starts to slow down and he starts to give up positions just as he did against Rafael dos Anjos. So I truly believe that we'll see Gamrot survive the first 2 rounds and take over in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, where he's going to be able to secure takedowns and control Fiziev and win this fight by decision. At plus 130, I think he's a damn good underdog in the main event to pull off the upset here and continue his winning ways. If you guys want to find out which dog that I actually choose as my official dog of the night prediction, check the link in the description below for the Lock of the Night Patreon page, and those guys will all have access to it. Let's see if we can get this streak rolling or keep the streak rolling and catch another dog of the night for you guys. All right, appreciate all the love and support, and I will be back tomorrow for the Bellator breakdowns as well as the quick picks video for this UFC Vegas 79 card. See you guys then. Peace.